They said there was one more plane unaccounted for yet.
Well, they pulled us out of here 3 different times.
Really?
Planes coming in, yeah.
Oh my word. When we arrived at the Pentagon on 9/11, things were still uncertain. Planes unaccounted for, and we didn't know what was coming next.
We've made arrangements with the Arlington County Fire and Rescue Department. Their fire chief, Ed Plogger, has given us permission to go inside the building. We're working very closely with them.
Krista Wolf, a firefighter and my video's technical advisor, he had confirmed our access and video documentation role with the Arlington County Fire Department. And once that was set, he was ready to move forward. But first, he asked Billy, our cameraman, and me, as civilians, if that is what we really wanted to do. I specifically remember that moment. My adrenaline is surging, and I'm looking at the scene. I'm taking inventory of my life in this decision, and at the same time, sensing we were meant to be there to do what was being asked of us. By this time, we were aware of the magnitude of what had transpired in New York and the impact on the emergency responders there. We quickly talked it over and all agreed to the new assignment, to document the unfolding emergency response around us. With our 2 cameras and Chris's fire service knowledge, we found our focus in what we were there to do, and we got to work.
My initial plans were, I was concerned about, we had a heavy volume of fire on the exterior of the building. Looked like a lot of flammable liquids, stuff like that. So in addition to the extra alarms that we'd called, we called for a crash truck out of National Airport so we could effect some extinguishment here of the fire that we had.
We were at the station watching the World Trade Centers. They set our tones off. We jumped on our engine. We came down here. We had our first engine on this side. We laid in. We stretched a leader line with 1 3/4 attack line on it. They pulled us out because they said another plane was coming in. We were getting a knock on the fire on this side. When we came back in, we took a 2.5 with us. They pulled us out again for another plane coming in. 3rd time in, we took the 2.5 back along with a portable monitor, knocked most of the bulk of the fire down on this corridor on the 1st floor. By that time, we were pretty well depleted after 2 air bottles. We came out for rehab. Now we're going to be going in again for the 4th time.
We're getting a handle on it now, and we're hoping that there won't be a lot of, victims inside and stuff like that. That's what I'm concerned about right now.
After a while, after the threats of the other planes coming in, over to the bus, the other side, there's war room there. And we make sure that the war room is good.
Top 4. E-ring only. That's what's burning in the top cloth. E-ring only. Don't do that, you got it, guys. You're on one job.
Well, what you see on those support members are the extra members that we put in there. All those ones that you see that are the red color, those are extra ones that we put in to stiffen the exterior wall. Okay.
When was that done, roughly?
We just completed that. We're just moving people in there.
We would work the exterior of the scene, shoulder to shoulder with the responders.
You see where that ledge is?
Yeah.
That's how much room you got between that ceiling and the attic. You with me? So even when we poke through, we just open up into that plenum space.
Test 1, 2, you all set there?
At one point, Chris and Bill were escorted inside the Pentagon impact zone, while I kept documenting the exterior operations.
I'd say 20 minutes into the incident, they pulled everybody out because the intel was there was another plane coming this way.
Inside, they documented the structural impact and early assessments of the scene.
It floated down.
Oh, okay. So we found this part in the vicinity where we were standing earlier today. It's been washed a bit away, but hopefully with something like this we'll be able to identify exactly where it came from, and maybe that'll help us for purposes later on, the investigation, find out exactly what part of the aircraft this is.
See that open door you got down there? Right. We were in that doorway there trying to pull people out from either stuff that had collapsed down or they were in there. You can film the pages and the purpose of your folks. So first protective equipment, obviously rubber gloves, and then the other measures to safety.
Time just seemed to stretch as we captured interviews in key moments of the operation.
Set them up on that next second. And so this way to the building. Let the tower, let the tower operate from there. I think we need to read. Okay, we're not, nobody on that wedge. I want everybody off that wedge. We're going to move to the wedge to your left, trench cut. We'll let the roof burn off from there. So 60 feet from where the plane entered on either wing was our collapse area. We wouldn't send anybody in that way. Anything 60 feet and out, we go ahead and do our firefight. But we were firefighting in off of corridor number 5. On top floor. E-ring only. E-ring only. That's what's burning on the top floor. E-ring only. Don't do that, you got it, guys. You're on one job.
We're here with Virginia Task Force 1, our urban search and rescue team. We got activated approximately 1 o'clock today. Our team was here within an hour. Since then, we've started setting up our base of operation. Simultaneously, we've been inside doing reconnaissance, helping trying to locate any victims.
What I remember is how everyone worked together within their roles. There was a clear sense of purpose in how they carried out the response. And as we continued to document, it unfolded in front of us.